First of all, this morning, I want to thank all the people who have purchased one of these Terahertz Light of Lifes. And I want to share some things with you. I'm putting a video up on Patricia's site to send people here so that they understand what the Light of Life is. So first of all, I want to ask you or share a couple of things with you. Most strokes and heart attacks happen between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. Why is that? Because this is when blood is the stickiest. And I've been talking about sticky blood for quite a while, because when our blood sticks together, it clumps and clusters, and then it can't get through the passageways that are necessary. So we have a device, and this is the device, and we call it the Light of Life. And it's actually the Georgetown Body Works Terahertz Light. Now, Georgetown Body Works was my practice, my wellness center that we opened in 1982. And we've been practicing wellness ever since. We also offer a professional unit. This is the Terahertz Pro, but this has an extra light. It's a 605 nanometer red light, and we only offer that to health professionals. Now, the Terahertz light is 405 nanometers. 405 nanometers is the terahertz range, and the terahertz range creates a vibration of 1 trillion times per second. Well, when we terahertz a glass of water, we put this light on a glass of water and we shine the light on the water, and the light penetrates the water, and the water absorbs the light. That puts a vibration in the water molecule. Well, when the vibration goes into the water molecule, then it also goes into the blood and the lymph, which is 90% water. Well, when the blood and the lymph vibrate, they don't stick together, they don't coagulate, they don't clump, they don't cluster, and they don't produce clots. Well, clotting causes heart attacks and strokes. Well, there's something else that we have in the light that I really haven't shared with people, and I need to. Because you see that little circle, and you watch that little light in the center change colors, and it'll change here in just a second. Let me get it right in front of you, get it nice and close. And that light goes through all 7 colors of the rainbow, plus the color white. Now, that particular frequency is scalar waves, and that travels along with the terahertz waves into a glass of water. Well, you know that Patricia's been teaching about the 7 spirits of God. Well, the Spirit of the Lord, or Holy Spirit, is red. The Spirit of wisdom is orange. The Spirit of understanding, yellow. The Spirit of counsel is green. The Spirit of might is blue. Indigo is the Spirit of knowledge. And violet, or white, is the Spirit of the Lord. And I have all that information, and I want to share that with you, and I want to give you everything that I've got. Now, and the third thing that we do with the terahertz, the Light of Life, is the Light of Life has a pad on it. And that pad, you put a nutrition, like you put vitamin C or another nutrient, and you set that on top of your water. And as you infuse your water with the terahertz vibration, it also picks up the vibration or the frequency of that nutrient and puts that nutrient in the water. Well, do you still need to take the vitamin or the mineral? Absolutely you do, because this is physics, and that capsule or that pill is chemicals. Well, there's a difference. So the light deals with frequencies, and the chemicals are chemicals. Well, I learned this years ago from Professor Sitko. When you put a nutrient in your body, it breaks down, and it produces what's called physics. Well, if you can produce physics without the chemical, then you're way ahead of the game. So this whole device is quantum physics. And I mean, it was designed that way. If you were to do analysis on the water after you put the terahertz in it, if you did a chemical analysis, you wouldn't get anything, because you can't test it chemically. You have to test it with physics. So a couple of things I've learned. I've been doing more and more research since we've had the light, and I found a series of videos by a university professor, and I found out that terahertz does not go through glass. Well, let me give you a little background. It was about 16 months ago that we found this device, and this is a blower, and you can hear it. Let me turn it on here. Let's see. This is a blower. And it creates a lot of noise. Now, if you look into it, you can see the terahertz lights. Now that's the same lights basically that we have in this, except that that light has to travel from here to here, and by the time it gets to here, it's about 7 milliwatts of intensity. Where this is 12 milliwatts, and this light doesn't have to travel because the light is right here, and you put it against your body. So, every day I treat my carotid arteries with this light for about 15 minutes. Well, I do that because somebody I know was due for an operation with a clogged carotid artery, and she used the terahertz light on her carotid artery, and in 2 weeks when she went for her operation, she didn't have to have her operation because the carotid artery was clear. Another fellow that I knew had gallstones or kidney stones, and he was preparing to go in and have some medical intervention, and he met an old man in Beijing, and the old man said, if you'll use that terahertz light on your kidney stones, they'll break up and disappear. Well, he used this blower on his kidney stones, and in 2 weeks they just turned to grain, and he just passed them through. So we really don't know all the benefits of this, but right now 63 people have received a light. And of course I want everybody to have one, especially if they're over 40, because their chances of having a heart attack or stroke increase about 10% a year. 90% of all heart attacks and strokes are over 65. Well, I'm 79. That's important to me. I don't want to have a stroke or a heart attack. And so in the process, we've been developing these technologies. In 1979, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. And when he was diagnosed with cancer, I wanted to find an answer to get rid of that. And I found an answer. And it was Royal Rife's technology. And this is a new device that we're getting ready to offer. And it has Rife's technologies in it. And you can see that we have some lights, and you can program through these buttons. You can program the different frequencies. So I just put a 1 in there so you can see that I programmed it. Well, we call this the mini med bed because it has several different things in it. We haven't put it on the market yet. It's not available. It will be available soon. We've been testing it for the last 6 weeks. But it's expensive. It's $4,500. Now, you that already have these, they're $1,200. And if you're a medical professional, these are $1,500. Well, we want everybody to be healthy. Now, because we've made this so much better, now the way you charge it is you put the little charger in the back end of it, and you plug this into a USB that can be on like a telephone or on your computer, and you charge the unit. Well, this was the old system that we used. Used to have to do this. You used to have one of these to charge this light, but we've made it so much easier. Now, like anything else, we're gradually making it more valuable, making it more valuable each time we do an upgrade. And now that you've got one, we want you to start using it on everything. Now, what's the principle? The principle is really simple. It works on the water molecule. What does the water molecule do? Well, the blood and lymph are 90% water. So if the water molecule is vibrating at 1 trillion times a second, and it gets into the blood and the lymph, and the blood cells and the lymph cells start to vibrate, and they don't clump and cluster, well, they have more ability. Now, every we haven't gotten this yet to professional athletes because it's going to change their muscles. Why will it change their muscles? Because every muscle fiber is lubricated from the fiber next to it, but by one column of lymph fluid. Well, if you don't have any lymph fluid in the muscle, guess what? The muscle starts to get stiff and hard. Well, how do you fix that? Well, first of all, you have to open the passageways, and that's where massage comes in. And then you have to fix the lymph cells so that they're not clumping and clustering and stuck together. So my sense is a year from now, everybody in the NFL is going to have one of these units because their muscles are going to get more flexible, going to get more strength. So this is where we are right now. Now I've just set up a website, willgreen.com. It's not quite complete yet. This is all my information, and you can make a copy of this. Underneath of this video, I've got about 43 or 44 pages of information. I would love to send you so that you know everything I know. And listen, I'm still studying. I'm not finished learning. I finally turned 79, and I'm almost at my goal of 80. I can't wait to be 80. But here's what I want for you. I want for you to be as old as I am or older and be as healthy as I am or healthier. And I'm looking for ways to get healthier, and I'm sharing these ways with you. So I hope this gives you a little more help with what we're doing. So if you don't have a terahertz light, they're $1,200 plus $20 shipping in the United States, in the continental U.S. They're made in the USA. I refuse to make them anywhere else. This is an American product made in America. But I want you to know something. America includes Central America and South America. We're all Americans. So we're getting ready to increase our marketing on this. The only thing I've ever done is just that one video. And right now I've got 45 units coming in this coming week. And we started out, we could only produce 10 a week because they're handmade. And then we got up to 20 a week. So now we're at 20 a week, and by the end of June we should be at 50 a week. And once we get to 50 a week, we're going to start sharing this more. Now you realize because you bought one, you can reorder them at a discount. So if you want to earn a little extra money, if you know some older folks, hey, listen, a good friend of mine just had 2 strokes. It broke my heart. Because if I could have gotten something like this to him, perhaps I could have diverted it. I don't know that I could have, but perhaps I could have. I don't want you to have a stroke or a heart attack because your blood is too sticky. And you know, I found that on Google. I put heart attack on Google, and I found out that most heart attacks and strokes are between 4 and 10 a.m. You know what else I found? Most heart attacks are on Mondays. Do you have any idea why? Well, you know what stress is, right? Stress compresses your muscles. And what happens when people have to go to work when they hate their job? Their muscles contract. And when their muscles contract, they stop getting blood flow to their heart, and they have a heart attack and they die. Well, I've got so much more information for you. And for those 60 plus of you that have already ordered a Light of Life and received yours. In fact, I've got a couple going out in the mail Monday, and I'm sure I'll get a few more orders in today. But for those of you who have ordered them, thank you so much. But please share them with people that you love that are 45 and over. I mean, young people, they're not going to do this. Most of them think they're infallible. I didn't think I was going to live to be 50. I didn't think I was going to make it. And here I am 79. But I'm healthy because, well, if you haven't gone back to Patricia's videos, I did a whole series on health principles, teaching you how to breathe, teaching you about water, teaching you about nutrition. Are you eating chemicals or petrochemicals or synthetics? Are you eating food? Go back and find those on Dr. Patricia's website, on her YouTube channel, or on her Rumble channel, and watch those videos. You need to be healthy. We need you in the battle. We're in a battle. We're in a battle with the enemy of humanity, and he wants to get rid of us. I need you healthy. We need you healthy. We're family. So listen, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, my phone number is going to be underneath this video, as it usually is, and my email address is underneath the video. And it's easier if you email me so I can get information to you. And I've got 43 pages of information that I'll be glad to send you. No charge. So anyway, listen, God bless you. Anything I can do to make your life better, I want to do that. Talk to you next time. Thanks.